Picture this. You're a landscaper. You work for yourself, so there's no one watching over your shoulder, checking boxes, making sure you follow the safety manual. It's a Tuesday. You've got a driveway full of branches from a storm that came through yesterday. You pull up in the truck, back it into the yard, and unload the wood chipper. It's an older model, but it runs. You've fed hundreds of branches through this thing. It's routine. Your gloves are in the truck. You think, I'll just do a couple quick ones, no big deal. And then a branch jams. You peer into the chute. It's dark in there. You can barely see what's stuck, so you reach in. Oh, hey there. Today we're talking about wood chippers. Specifically, what happens when a wood chipper decides you're wood? Spoiler? Wood chippers don't discriminate. They're machines designed to turn solid material into mulch, and they don't stop to ask questions about whether that solid material is oak or human. Here's the thing about wood chippers. They're one of the most underestimated killers on job sites, in yards, everywhere. People respect chainsaws. They don't respect wood chippers because they seem almost friendly. They're not powered by fuel and anger like a chainsaw. They're just a machine that goes round and round. But that's exactly what makes them so horrifying. A wood chipper can process 70, 80, even over 100 branches per minute. Each blade is traveling at roughly 80 to 100 miles per hour, which doesn't sound that bad until you realize those blades are sharp enough to turn hard wood into splinters, and they're spinning in a chamber specifically designed to pull material toward them. A commercial wood chipper has suction power. Not like a jet engine, but enough. If you stick your hand in there, the feeder mechanism will grab you, and once it grabs you, it doesn't let go. Before we dive into the absolute nightmare, let's talk about what a wood chipper actually is and why it's so efficient at destroying things. The basic design is simple. You've got an intake chute where material goes in. Below that is a rotor with blades or knives, usually between 4 and 8 depending on the model. Those blades are spun by a motor, either gas or electric. The rotation speed varies, but a typical commercial chipper runs between 2,000 and 4,000 RPM. That's 30 to 60 rotations per second. The blades are set at an angle, so they rotate. They don't just hit the wood. They pull it in, grab it, and drag it through the cutting chamber. This is why manual feeding is dangerous. The moment anything soft touches those rotating blades, they don't cut it like a chainsaw would. They grab and pull. And here's the thing that makes wood chippers different from other machinery. The geometry of the chamber means once you're caught, the path of least resistance is deeper into the machine, not back out. The chamber is designed to force material through the blades multiple times, shredding it into smaller and smaller pieces until it comes out the chute as mulch. A pine branch that goes in as a 2-inch thick stick comes out as 1/4-inch chips. A 200-pound human gets the same treatment. You're not a person to the machine. You're not even an emergency. You're just bigger wood to the chipper. Alright, here's the breakdown. This is fast. Faster than you'd think. From the moment you get pulled in to complete maceration, we're talking maybe 5 to 8 seconds. Let's go through it. You reach in, your hand touches the spinning rotor. You feel it immediately. That sudden violent tug. It's like nothing you've ever experienced. This isn't pain yet. This is your hand being grabbed by something moving at 80 miles per hour. Your fingers are being pulled in. You try to yank back, but the geometry works against you. Your hand's being dragged toward the cutting chamber. The first blade catches your palm. Your skin tears instantly. There's a spray of blood, but you don't really register it yet. Your arm goes in next. You're screaming now, but this is happening so fast. Maybe 2 seconds have passed. Your forearm is in the blades. The knives are cutting through muscle and bone simultaneously. You're pulling with everything you have, but you weigh 170 pounds, and this machine is designed to shred wood. You're losing. Your tendons are snapping. The machine doesn't slow down. Your shoulder gets pulled toward the intake. Your other arm comes up, trying to grab the edge of the chute, anything to hold yourself back. But there's nothing to grip. Your fingers scrape against the metal, finding no purchase. They slide right off. By the time your torso reaches the intake, maybe 4 seconds in, you're done fighting. Your ribs are hitting the blades. The shredding of your internal organs is happening simultaneously. Lungs, liver, intestines, spleen. The machine doesn't care. It's all the same to a wood chipper. Material to process. Your legs kick, thrashing involuntarily, but you've already lost control of your body. Shock is setting in, but you're still conscious. Partially. Your brain's flooding with adrenaline, cortisol, a full catastrophic neurochemical dump. The pain is so severe that your nervous system can't process it anymore. It just shuts down the finer sensations. Everything becomes static, white noise. Your legs are still thrashing as they feed into the machine. Maybe a second or two left now. Your head is the last thing. Teeth, skull, brain matter, spinal cord. The blades don't slow down. They never slow down. By 7, maybe 8 seconds, what comes out the discharge chute is mulch, human mulch, mixed with the pine and oak you were planning to dispose of anyway. The machine hums. Maybe it makes a slightly different sound because the load changed. Maybe someone notices, maybe they don't. Some operators describe hearing a difference in pitch or resistance when something unexpected goes through. Others say they never even realized anything was wrong until it was far too late. But what does it actually feel like? Because we've covered the mechanics, now let's talk about the experience. At first, there's confusion. Why won't my hand come back? Why is it pulling? Your brain's still trying to make sense of what's happening. This is a situation your mind has no reference for. In that first second, it's not even pain. It's wrongness. Your hand is in a place it shouldn't be and it's not obeying your commands. Then the pain hits. And it's not the clean pain of a cut or a burn. It's a tearing, crushing, grinding sensation all at once. Your body's signals are overloaded. You're trying to scream, but you can barely get enough air. Your throat is tight. You're in pure primal terror. This is the moment where if you could go back 2 minutes, you absolutely would. You'd remember where you left your gloves. You'd wait for someone else to come help. You'd respect the machine, but you can't go back. You're committed now. The psychological component is brutal because there's nothing to fight. You can't punch a wood chipper. You can't talk your way out of it. You can't bargain with it. It's not a predator with intentions. It's just a machine doing what it was designed to do, and you're in its way. Some researchers think that at a certain point, the trauma becomes so severe that consciousness just ends. Not fades, but ends. One moment you're aware and terrified, the next moment you're not aware of anything. Whether you experience the full 8 seconds or whether your mind mercifully checks out after 2, nobody really knows. The few people who've survived wood chipper accidents and lived to describe it say they remember fragmented moments. A sharp pain, darkness, confusion, then waking up in a hospital with parts of their body missing or permanently altered. They don't remember the whole thing. The brain protects itself by blocking out the most traumatic parts. It's a mercy, really, that your consciousness can just shut off before the worst parts happen. Here's what happens after. The machine gets shut off. If you're lucky, someone was watching and stopped it immediately. If you're unlucky, they didn't notice until the blood started dripping out the discharge chute, or until the machine started making that off sound and someone investigated. The cleanup is extensive. They have to disassemble the machine, clean out every blade, every chamber. There's a lot of you in there. Mixed with the wood, sure, but present. Hospital visit, or if it's bad enough, a funeral. The incident report gets filed, OSHA gets involved. There's an investigation. New safety protocols get discussed. Maybe warning signs get bigger. Maybe they mandate that wood chippers can't be operated without a second person present. Maybe nothing changes and someone else does the same thing next year. Life goes on. The chipper gets cleaned, maybe it gets serviced, and goes right back into the yard equipment rental program. You're at the memorial service, your family's trying to figure out how to explain to your kids that dad made a stupid decision, and somewhere, someone else is reaching into a machine without thinking about it. So there you have it. Wood chippers. 5 to 8 seconds from routine yard work to complete obliteration. Here's the thing though, this happens more often than you'd think. The Consumer Product Safety Commission doesn't have perfect data on this because not all incidents get reported, but thousands of people seek emergency treatment every year for wood chipper injuries, and a significant percentage don't make it. The scariest part is how easily it happens. You're not being reckless by normal standards. You're just skipping one step. No gloves, no helper, one bad decision, and you're gone. So if you ever find yourself with a jammed wood chipper, stop. Turn it off completely. Get the manual, the instructions, figure it out the right way to clear the jam. Wait for someone else to help. Your life is worth more than 10 minutes of saved time. Hit subscribe if you want to keep learning the worst ways to die. And remember, wood chippers are patient. They'll wait for you to make a mistake.